Hi, I'm Hazel from the band Lanterns on the Lake, and our album is Spook the Herd. The songs on the album were inspired by, well, basically just me as a human trying to process and think about a lot of the things to do with living in this day and age, really. So there's themes that run through it, like to do with division and polarised politics and this threat of climate change on the horizon, as well as some more kind of personal songs to do with grief and a family member who struggled with addiction for a long time. But having said that, like I think that probably comes across as quite like bleak and catastrophizing, but it's not really like that. It's I think I've said before that I think of those themes as like the Trojan horse, if you like, and inside at the heart of the album it's about hope and trying to help each other through things and not letting fear overcome us. So the songs began life, we were actually like on a bit of a break from the band, actually. We were in a good place as a band, but we didn't feel this kind of huge urge to rush in and make another album. So we took a bit of a breathing space, and that actually ended up being one of the most healthy things we could have done creatively. It gave me a chance to go off on my own, and I ended up just writing for like the pleasure of it and just a way of kind of compartmentalising a lot of thoughts and feelings I was having. I think Paul from the band had heard me tinkering around and playing one of the songs, and he was like, Howie, we've got to work on that one. We've got to make that part of the Lanterns album. So I wasn't sure at the time, but they kind of talked me around. And yeah, the rest of the band just really like brought the songs to life, and we all developed them together, and like we made like just really added the colour and the melodies and stuff like that, and just took it to a different level. But if I have to split. We've never actually, until this record, we'd never recorded in a proper recording studio before. I know that sounds mad, but we'd always kind of like, I don't know if it was a fear of it or we were put off by like how much it costs and stuff like that, and the pressure that you'd be under and the time restraint. But we felt like we had quite a clear vision for how we wanted this record to sound and how we wanted it to feel. And we knew the way to get that result was to be playing it together as live as we could. And we ended up recording the album, I think it probably took about 3 weeks to record everything all together. And it was we just had the best time, and we really captured the sound the way that we wanted to. And managed to create that sense of space around the instruments. Yeah, I think we got the results that we were after. I always think a good starting point for the album is actually the opening song. That was, I think it was the first song that I had kind of sketched for this record, and it ended up being the first one that I introduced to the rest of the band, and subsequently it ended up being the opening track as well. So I feel like that's a good starting point and a good beginning to the journey that the record takes you on. So comets fly. We actually sat on the album for quite a while. We didn't release it for quite a while. I think it was about a year or something like that. When it did come out, it was in February of this year, and obviously it was just a few weeks before the world got turned on its head. We're in the same boat as a lot of people, but we were really gutted to have to cancel the tours, and it was kind of heartbreaking to think that this album would be forgotten about, because we'd worked so hard on it and really put our hearts into it and felt that it was something special, and it was like I think we felt it was our strongest one. Thought, oh well, that's it for the life of this album. It'll probably be forgotten about, and there we go, what are we going to do next? Should we do another one? And like there was this kind of talk, and then obviously the Mercury's come along and change everything.